I just want to do what I really enjoy doing. But I'm planning on doing that here because I just love living here. My name is Mandip. I'm from Italy. My parents are from India, from a lower region called Punjab. They moved to Italy a long time ago. I was born and raised there, so you can call me Italian, you can call me Indian. And when I was 18, I moved here, so I've been here for like 7.5 years now. So I'm also, a Newfoundlander. You can pretty much call me from everywhere. I started working with 1949 in October 2020. I started, shadowing a little bit. I started learning from all the barbers. I always talked about, doing the barbering thing with my fiance. She was like, hey, maybe you should, try to go in for it. That was definitely like a push I needed. Fast forward in May last year, 2021, I quit my other job. I used to work at a fast food. When I first came here, I did lots of different jobs. The one that kind of helped me to get my permanent residency was I worked in a farm for 3 years. I used to milk cows and everything, take care of them. And it wasn't something I wanted to do, but I kind of had to do. Sometimes you gotta make those sacrifices to get to where you want to be. Anyway, going back to when I started, the shop opened in May 2021. That's when I started working here full time. It was in May when we opened this shop, Village Mall. So I quit my other job and I fully went in for it. I'm really happy where I am, and it's great to be part of this. I started going to 1949 to get my haircuts back in, I'd say, 2016, 2017. When I went in, I don't think I ever felt so welcome in a barbershop. That's how I met Yao and Gustavo, and they're the owners. And so as I seen that there was more barbers learning from the owners and just other barbers they had at the shop, I was like, hey, maybe I can ask them if I can learn, if they can teach me. I got into it thinking, I'm probably gonna do this for the rest of my life, but it's not something I have to. But it's fun. So I'm planning on just doing a couple of different things. I still do music. Whenever I'm home, like I have a couple of hours, I have a little bit of time to mess around. With that, I come here, I do barbering. And another thing like we always kind of talked about was like food and Italian food, and so maybe eventually we're gonna try to have like something on our own. A lot of people, when they start working, in their 20s, in their 30s, they start sticking to like one job, and they might enjoy it, but they might not. I always talk about this to my fiance. I think we were just talking about maybe having like a little shop that has like, it's a little Italian deli, but it also have a little barber shop on the side. It's just something fun we talk about anyway. It might not be a thing, but it could be, I don't know. The thing is, you don't have to stick with one thing. You can do so many different things if you enjoy them. It was July 13, 2014. Landed here, St. John's, Newfoundland. I have no idea this place existed, first of all. So when I got here, it was July, so it was, summertime. But when I got here, I was still wearing a jacket. I was like, it's kind of cold here, man. The first summer I was here, I remember going to, maybe it was Topsail Beach or something. I got in the water and it was freezing cold. Yeah, I remember it being so freezing cold, and I got out very quickly. First time kind of getting to know how it is. I learned that pretty quickly, that I shouldn't get in the water, not in the ocean anywhere, because it's freezing. It doesn't warm up enough. When I first came here and I started exploring St. John's, I remember just, walking around town, and everybody was so friendly and so welcoming. I haven't just been in St. John's. I got to go to Calgary for about a season. I spent almost a year in Toronto because I was trying to explore different places in Canada and see if I like it or not. I just didn't feel the same. I didn't feel as welcome, and I just felt like Calgary and Toronto, everybody's so in their own mind. You know, they just don't want to have conversation with anybody, really, any strangers. That's not what I felt when I first came here, and that's why I thought about settling here in St. John's in Newfoundland. So like when I was gone to Calgary for about a season, about 3 months I spent there, I was like, I want to move back to Newfoundland. And when I came back to Newfoundland, I met my fiance. She's from here. She's from Pooch Cove. Pooch Cove is awesome. Love that place. Exciting news, you know, fast forward, it's 2022. We're pregnant. We're having a baby boy coming up in June. And, you know, I'm just getting started with my life, really, you know?